Hello and welcome to ReginaldESQ. I'm Underhook and this is a kick-ass game in the Wolverine Tier 5 American turreted tank destroyer. Now it's a Tier 6 game. The enemy have 5, I think, Tier 6 tanks. Yep, that's right, 5 of them. And most of the rest of the tanks are Tier 5s, and then there's a few Tier 4 tanks. The Wolverine is an excellent tank destroyer in my opinion. Very good gun, good camouflage, good sniping ability. It doesn't really have any armor to speak of. And straight away we spot a Hellcat Tier 6. We get a shot in. Watch the reload speed on this gun, look at that. And he's dead. That quick it was. Now I have to be careful here. In this game there's no artillery, so I actually don't have to worry about artillery. So KV-85, a new Tier 6 Russian tank. We penetrate there. As you see, the gun's got very good penetration, taking care of Tier 6 heavy tanks frontally, or some of them anyway. I mean, we do bounce some shots on the front of it, but pretty good really. We missed with that one. And that one bounces. So if he angles, yeah, he can bounce some shots, but yeah, pretty good really when it were Tier 5 tank doing that to a Tier 6 heavy at this range. So I move back into the bush here to do a bit more spotting. I really did like this tank destroyer, but I have now sold it because I just wanted to make room for more tanks in my garage, so I can review some more tanks, but I did keep this one for quite a while. It is a very good TD. I will be reviewing the T-67 shortly, which is the other Tier 5 American turreted tank destroyer. So I'm looking around to see if I spot anything. I'm a bit concerned I haven't spotted anything. I'm thinking about moving up, and I haven't spotted anything for a while, so the coast is probably clear, so I'm moving up. I have to be really careful moving over here, because if there are any tanks still about, you know, where that Hellcat was, you can just get blown away, especially a tank like this with no armor. But nothing got spotted for a while, so I took a chance thinking, okay, coast is probably clear, and that enables me now to get this tank. Have great gun depression on the Wolverine, so I'm able to sort of shoot down at this tank, and I can back up if I need to get away. But we managed to take care of it, and we've got 2 TOGs there, as you can see, on our team, and they're working as a platoon, staying together, and they have massive firepower, 2 TOGs together, so they're doing very well. Alright, so now I'm taking a long way round, because I would have been spotted in the position that I was in. So I'm trying to come from a different angle in case anybody is waiting for me, like this guy. And someone else gets him anyway, so now I may have been spotted there again as well. Alright, Nashorn. He hasn't seen me, or he's not aware of me anyway. Get one shot in. As you can see, the gun has pretty good accuracy. Now I've got a tank, it does have good gun depression too. This tank has 10 degrees of gun depression, so using the strengths of the tank, I go to this hilly section to face the Nashorn. I don't want to put my tank in front of the Nashorn, because it does have a fantastic gun, the Nashorn. So I've got a bush here, I've got good gun depression, so we'll just try and sneak up on him. And there he is. Not aware of our presence as yet. We may have been spotted now that we fired. And there we go. I can't see any other targets around, so time to move on and drive into a rock. I might just speed that up a little bit here now to 2 times while moving across this terrain. So I was going to move up to that bush and do a bit of spotting, but I see there's a a Sherman on my left, so he would have spotted anything that was out in that field, so I don't need to now, so I'll just keep moving. I'll slow it back down to 1 times now. So the enemy is capping. They are 25% capped, and there are 2 enemy tanks on cap. So I am feeling the pressure now to get out there and reset cap. 35%, 36%. There's a Stug here, and hopefully I can catch him unawares, and yes I can. So that was good, but now, ooh, Type 58, this is dangerous. I don't want to get shot by him. Fortunately he misses me, I miss him too, but that's good. Now I make a bit of a mistake here. It's because they're 46% capped, but I really don't want to be close to a Type 58, but I kind of feel like I've got no choice. Here he is. Now he gets a shot into me. I can't even get my turret to turn quickly enough to point at him. But I really, this is what I want to do, reset cap. We actually take out the Panzer IV-H, which is great. Now I want to hit this Stuart and just totally reset the cap. That's great. Now we've reset the cap completely. I might as well take this M5 out if I can while I'm here. The rate of fire on this thing is awesome, as you can see. Now I've got a KV-1 in front of me and a Type 58 behind me. This is a bad situation. I decided to move forward so I can at least use this tank for cover. The KV-1 does get a shot into me, but I return the favour. And I now decide the KV-1's going to kill me, so I've got to move quickly to get out of the way of his gun. He doesn't have great gun depression, so I'm going to go down the hill, try and hit this Type 58. We do get one into the Type 58, but it's not enough to kill him. He still has 27 hit points left, and he takes me out. They have 2 tanks left, the Type 58 and a Hetzer, so the KV-1 has been removed by the TOG, I think. And we have the 2 TOGs, and here they come. You can see them coming. There they are. And I'll end the game there. So those 2 TOGs operating as a platoon managed to come into the cap area and just basically blow the rest of them away. Very good job there. So lovely game in the Wolverine, showing off its fantastic rate of fire, great pen, great damage, very stealthy tank. Yeah, great tank. So that was a mastery badge as well, that game, and you can see we hit a lot of tanks, had a good influence on the game, I think. We finished on top for experience, and one of the TOGs finished second for experience, and I think that TOG, that one that came second for XP, actually did the most damage in the game as well. So a good game from them. They worked well as a platoon. And the Type 58 here on the enemy team did a really good job with 5 kills and almost 2,500 damage. That's a pretty darn good game. But considering we were tier 5, I'm really happy with the way we did. So we fired 24 shots, and of those 24, 20 hit. And considering some of those were at range, that's a really good result. Of the 20 that hit, we bounced a few shots, but you know, we were firing at tier 6 heavies there, so very happy with that result. Damage of 1638 is pretty darn good, and 567 was from a range of over 300 meters. We received 4 hits, and we actually managed to bounce one, showing off that the Wolverine does bounce the occasional shot. We managed to spot a couple of tanks. We damaged 9 tanks, destroying 4 of them, which is a great result, and a little bit of assistance damage as well. And we also got 52 base defense points, which I'm really proud of that. We basically risked our tank to reset the cap. Normally I wouldn't want to drive anywhere near that close to a KV-1 and a Type 58, but we just had to do it to reset cap, and we managed to basically stop them capping for long enough until our TOGs were able to get there and wipe them out. So good result. Now that was 34,000 or 35,000 income. As you can see, the ammunition is very cheap. Repair costs are very cheap as well, and great profit. Very profitable tank this. And we got 1,018 XP, which is enough for mastery in this tank. That's a little low for mastery, so not a lot of people probably driving the Wolverine, but there should be more because it's a great tank. If you liked this game, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more gameplay or reviews, please subscribe to ReginaldESQ. Have fun.